Welcome to today's sketching session. We are going to draw together and chat a bit. I will tell you some tips on drawing stylized portraits of children, how to improve them, and what to pay attention to. Feel free to take screenshots of the references and sketch along with me. Let's get started. To warm up, I'm starting with a front-facing portrait of a boy. That makes it easier to move into different angles later. Judging by the reference photo, I think the boy is around 6 or 7 years old. His facial proportions are already more elongated than a toddler's, but we can still see the typical structure of a child's head. One key thing, a child's head looks big compared to the rest of their body. Here are a few important things to keep in mind when sketching children. A big round forehead, eyes located at or below the center of the face, it depends on age. Large eyes set closer together than in adults, a small nose and mouth, soft, rounded features. Fun fact, eyes grow much slower than the rest of the face. The nose and ears keep growing all through life, but the eyes stop growing around 7, 8 years old and change very little after that. That's why kids' eyes look huge on their little faces and totally normal on adults. It's a big part of what makes kids look so cute. So, if you ever want to make a character look extra cute, even if it's not a child, draw them with big, close-set eyes. Also, keep your lines soft and curvy when drawing kids. Their head shapes are usually rounder. The older the person, the more stretched out and angular the features get. Just for the experiment, try this. Sketch one face with the eyes in the classic middle of the head placement and another with the eyes lower and closer together. See which one looks cuter and write me in the comments. If you want to go deeper into stylization, I have a video where I talk about different face shapes and how to draw them. Feel free to check that out. Since I'm stylizing this portrait and not aiming for realism, I'm softening all the angles and exaggerating some forms. That's the fun part of stylized art. Anything a bit off can be part of your style. I also added the shoulders and neck, so the head isn't just floating in space. Kids usually have short necks, so keep that in mind too. Okay, next up is this funny and adorable girl I just couldn't pass by. What makes it tricky is the tilted head, open mouth, and raised eyebrows. It distorts the proportions and makes it a fun challenge. She looks so thoughtful. I love expressions like these. It's a tough angle, but let's try to capture it. I suggest you chat a little about sketching in general. I think the beauty of sketching is that it's more free and relaxed. You don't need to be perfect. Digital sketching lets you erase and edit endlessly, which is both good and bad. On one hand, you can keep going until you're happy. On the other, it can feed into perfectionism. I see it in myself all the time. Even when I finish it and post an illustration, I still find things that I want to change. It's totally different when sketching traditionally with pen or marker, no undo button. You either start over or accept what you made. I find that easier in a way. Still, I mostly sketch digitally now. It's just so convenient. I hope to show you a video one day of what I used to draw in college and university with real paper and canvas. I'm not sure if any of those drawings survived after I moved abroad, but I will try to find them. This sketch was a bit of a struggle, but I think she turned out really sweet. What do you think? The next reference is just lovely. I love drawing freckles. You might have noticed that in my older videos and illustrations. And this portrait has another great detail, a missing tooth in his smile. It's such a fun and unique feature that really makes a child's face stand out. Details like this give characters personality. Sketching different people, kids, and animals helps you notice and collect these things for your future characters. And I want to say you that sketching doesn't just improve your drawing skills, it helps you draw faster, see better, and find your own style. I always end up talking about how amazing sketching is, but honestly, it helped me improve more than anything else. There was a time when I sketched every single day, even just 5 or 10 minutes, and it made a huge difference. So, yes, I'm a big fan of sketching. Okay, and the last sketch for today, but definitely not the last one of this channel. This girl is so cute and her hairstyle is just amazing. It was such a joy to draw her. Before we finish, let me quickly share some general tips for drawing children's faces. Use a big round forehead. Place the eyes lower on the face, middle, or below. Draw big, close-set eyes. Keep the nose and mouth small. Add round cheeks and avoid sharp lines. Use soft, curved shapes. Younger kids, rounder head. Older kids, more straight proportions. Eyes stopped growing around age 7, so they always look big on small faces. That's part of the cuteness. Of course, these aren't hard rules. Always adapt them to your own style. But if you want your character to look especially sweet or childlike, these tips really help. I hope some of this was helpful or inspiring today. If you enjoyed this session, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. Leave a comment and let me know what you thought of the sketches or if you have any questions. Now relax and enjoy the final sketch with some chill music. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.